Mr. Willis, can you unmute yourself, *6? Ms. Davis, can you unmute yourself and turn on your camera? Ms. Davis, can you unmute yourself and turn on your camera? Thank you.
Good afternoon. This is call number 2020-45728 in the interest of Kay Willis. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Cinnamon Davis. I'm the mother of Kai Willis.
All right, sir, your name and your relationship to the child.
Derek Willis Jr. I'm the father of Kai Willis.
All right, for the state.
Peter Sharma for the state, Your Honor.
We have an original petition and a suit affecting parent-child relationship with an acknowledgement of paternity. What are we doing today, Ms. Sharma?
Your Honor, during negotiations, parties only agreed to a $292 child support amount. And also during the negotiations, Mr. Willis wanted to challenge the paternity and he requested DNA.
Mr. Willis, you don't think this is your child?
Sir, I don't know what to think, sir. I'm just trying to be able to see if he's mine. Can I see him? That's all I want to be able to do, sir.
Well, certainly if he's yours, you're going to be able to see him. I'm going to enter an order. But are you doubting now that he's yours?
No, sir. The problem is, sir, is that every time I try to talk to Ms. Davis and just try to work something out so that I'm able to see him, it's always something different. So I don't know why she's not allowing him to see me. She's going to say all these things are going on, but I do everything she asks me to do, and I still have not seen him. So that's the only thing I want to do is be able to see my son. That is it.
Okay, but that is your son. I mean, we can have a hearing on this, and I'll make orders regarding your ability to see him, etc. Orders that court orders that'll have to be followed by all those concerned. Is that what you're asking? An opportunity to have visitation or with your child?
Yes, sir. That's all I want, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to be able to see my son. I don't feel like I should have to go through all the extra things to see him. I haven't done anything wrong to him or anybody else, and I just want to be able to spend time with him.
All right, Ms. Sharma, in an effort to pre-try this thing, have there been negotiations regarding possession and access?
There have been, Your Honor. Mother wants supervised visits until the child reaches the age of 12. Father wants standard possession, so there's no agreement on that.
Okay. So then we do have some stipulations?
The only stipulation, Your Honor, is the amount of child support at $292 a month. Mom has been non-responsive during negotiations, so we were not able to get through a lot of what we were trying to accomplish here today, Your Honor.
You know, Ms. Davis, there's certain things that have to be determined in this order. One, whether it's going to be joint managing conservatorship or sole managing conservatorship. Two, what type of possession and access the father's going to have if you're going to have custody of the child. Or if he's going to have custody of the child, what kind of access you're going to have. Thirdly, how much child support, which it seems like has come to there is an agreement, whether there should be any cash medical support. I mean, these are things that are going to be decided today. You don't.
No, sir, I don't believe these things should be decided today. I do not have representation, legal representation to answer any of those questions. Also, if he's questioning paternity, there's no need to prolong the situation. So there's no need for child support. I don't need it.
Actually, he said no. He has told me that that is his child. That he
Right.
acknowledges that that is his child.
But no, he's questioning paternity. There's no need for
Okay,
it.
well, he is not. He just told me that he is not. He told me that that is his child. He knows that that is his child.
Okay, but what was told to me from Sharma, from the state representative, she said that he's questioning paternity.
Okay, but it
So
seems that he has changed his mind.
how is he able to change his mind?
Like you change your mind if you ever change your mind. Everybody can change their mind. Okay, everybody can change their mind. All right. I guess we're going to have a hearing on this matter. All right, let's proceed with the hearing.
No, Judge David. Right now, I don't have legal representation, and I don't feel comfortable with proceeding with the court hearing.
So you're asking then to reset this matter for another day.
I'm asking to cancel this matter.
No, this case is not going to be canceled. No, ma'am.
Well, right now, I don't have legal representation.
So are you are asking then the court to reset this matter so that you can hire an attorney?
Yes.
And Judge, the state would object to that because this case was filed July 31st of 2021. Parties were served on March 31st, 2021 and December 10th of 2020. Also, this case was reset from February when we had the winter storm. So both parties have had ample time to hire counsel.
I agree with that, Ms. Davis. So we're going forward today. We can't just keep resetting this case. I think you want it to go away, but it's not going to go away.
No, sir.
Resetting is not going to do any good.
It's not about it going away. It was a domestic violence situation.
Okay, no, I know, but okay, but that's what you asked. You wanted to cancel this case. You wanted it to go away. You don't want to have this case heard, but we're going to have this case heard. So this is an original petition and a suit affecting parent-child relationship. Mother's request for time to hire an attorney is denied because it's been on file too long. We can't keep this has been on file since July of 2020. I mean, you can't. This is clogging up the court's docket. This is there's been plenty of time for you to hire an attorney, a year, and you haven't done it. So we're going to go forward today, ma'am.
Right. Concerning the pandemic and things of that nature, I have not had the time to hire an attorney. But if you could please allow me to hire one, and
everybody's gone through the pandemic, ma'am, and so you can't use that as an excuse. I'm hearing cases day in and day out. Everybody's gone through the pandemic. Those that wanted to hire an attorney hired an attorney. So we're going to go forward with this matter. Do you want to try to negotiate an agreement, or you need for me to hear this matter and make a decision?
Cease and desist.
I'm sorry?
Right now, I don't have legal representation.
Okay. And I'm sorry you don't, but that's your choice. That was your choice. Okay. So we're going to go forward with this matter. There's no delay in this matter. Okay, ma'am. Do you understand that? I'm not delaying this case one more day.
Cease and desist.
I'm sorry? I can't hear you. You're muted. You are muted, ma'am.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Yes. I would like to cease and desist.
You would like to cease and desist?
Yes.
Is that what you said? I don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
Sir, I don't have legal representation.
I understand that. That was your choice. You had a year to hire an attorney. You decided that you're not going to hire an attorney. That's your choice. I'm not delaying this case, okay? We're gonna hear this case today. Either you can try to negotiate an agreement, or I will make all the decisions. Which do you want to do? I can't, you're on mute. You've muted yourself.
Judge, I believe that there's somebody else in the background that's advising her on what to say.
Well,
Because of that, our negotiations have failed.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
ready
So
to-
there's not going to be any negotiation. So let's try the case. All right, we're set.
Yes, Judge. State would like to call Derek Willis.
All right.
Yes, how you doing?
Mr. Willis, how many children do you have?
I have 4.
And how old are your children?
Jocelyn Willis is 11. Journey Willis is 8. Janelle Willis is 5, and Kai Willis is 2.
Okay. And how many of those children live with you?
2 of them live with me, Jocelyn Willis and Journey Willis.
Okay. And do you pay support for the other child that does not live with you?
Well, yes, well, we just co-parent. She just lets me know what she needs. Pretty much she's been staying with me. Mom just got back on her feet, so now Janelle's back with mom. So I pretty much had her this whole time. So pretty much when mom calls me and just tell me what she needs, I just pretty much goes get it, make sure she gets it.
Okay. Have you ever lived with the mother of Kai, the child who is the subject of why we're here today?
Yes.
Did you all live together after the birth of the child?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any reason to doubt that you are the father of this child?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Moving on to conservator. Okay, so you're asking the court to find that you are the father of Kai Willis.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that last question?
You're asking the judge to find that you are the father of Kai Willis.
Yes.
And you signed an acknowledgement of paternity?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Moving on to conservatorship. Do you help make the day-to-day decisions in reference to Kai?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
I don't have any communication with the mother.
When you say you have no communication with the mother, have you tried to communicate with her?
Yes.
How do you do that?
I pay for I currently pay for the cell phone. I have me and all of my kids on a family plan. So she has the phone that's for Kai, and all my other kids have their own phone because they're old enough. I reach out through text message or phone call, but a lot of times I don't get a response.
Okay. And Kai is 2 years old now.
Yes, ma'am.
Does he know how to use the phone and call you?
I'm pretty sure he does it, to my knowledge, no, ma'am.
Okay, so you depend on Ms. Davis to open lines of communication with you and your son, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me get down to
Okay.
a couple of major questions. And Ms. Davis, please unmute yourself again. Mr. Willis, is it all right with you if the child lives with Miss Davis?
Yes, sir. It's perfectly fine with me.
All right, Miss Davis, is that what you want, the child to live with you?
yes.
All right, so we will then establish that Miss Davis is the person with the rights of to decide where where the child lives. All right.
Mr. Willis, do you live in Harris County?
Yes, ma'am.
Does your child live in Harris County?
Yes, ma'am. We stay down the street from each other.
Okay. And you want the child to remain in Harris County or contiguous counties?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
And you're agreeing to pay child support of $292 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And are you agreeing to pay an amount in cash medical support, even though we don't have an agreement as to that number as yet?
I thought she said it was going to be 156. That's what I thought we agreed on.
Okay, 156.
No, what was
That's
agreed? It was
Ma'am, you can't interfere right now. You'll have an opportunity, but we're in the middle of a trial here. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. I think it's 169. I misspoke, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, 169. 169 is fine.
Cash medical support, Miss Sharma?
Yes, Judge, 169 in cash medical support.
and 292 in child support?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Is that your agreement so far, Mr. Willis?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And Mr. Willis, have you provided financial support to the child since he was born?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're asking the court to give you credit for retro or not order retroactive child support?
Yes, ma'am. I'm asking the court not to because I filed for child support on myself. She's never asked for child support. I don't think it should. Child support starts on the day she asks for it. If she hasn't asked for it, I agreed to pay for it on my own. So that clearly just shows I'm trying to be there for my child.
Okay. And do you know where Miss Davis lives?
If she still stays in the same location, yes, ma'am. I know she stays.
Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness.
How about possession and access?
Oh, sorry, Judge. Yes. Are you asking the court to order a standard possession order where you would have access to your child on the first, third, and fifth weekend of the month, the summers and Father's Day?
Yes, ma'am. But if it's okay with mom, if she doesn't feel comfortable, again, it's a sheriff's office and the courthouse, literally on Wallaceville, which is a couple, like maybe like 2 or 3 minutes from her residence. It's right in front of the neighborhood of my residence. If she doesn't feel comfortable, we can put something in there to where we can meet, and I can get Kyle from there, and we can meet there, and she can get Kyle. She can pick Kyle from there if she has any problems. I mean, that's the best I can do, but I would like to see my son as much as possible, please.
Okay, so we can agree on a neutral place if we go back to negotiations on where you can pick up and drop off the child. And at the sheriff's department, if the sheriff is okay with that.
Yes, ma'am. I'm perfectly fine with that. She's okay with that.
Okay. And you want this as a standard possession order with no supervised visits?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why do you feel that you can have standard possession without supervised visits?
I have that with all my children. If the court allowed me, I had to go to court to get possession of my kids, which I have. So the state says that I'm deemed fit to have children live with me. So I don't see why I should have supervised visits.
Has there ever been an instance of domestic violence between you and Miss Davis?
Yes, ma'am, it has.
What happened with that?
We got into an altercation and I left after that. That's literally what happened. We got into an altercation and I packed my stuff up and I left. It's that simple. I ain't talked to her. She never not stopped talking. I left. She keeps saying that I abandoned her and my son, which I never did. No, it was too many problems. I left. It's just
Okay.
that simple.
Did she ever call the police on you?
No, ma'am.
Did anyone ever call the police on you in reference to a domestic violence case between the two of you?
No, ma'am.
And have charges ever been filed against you with Miss Davis as a complainant or a victim?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Judge, no further questions for this witness.
Ms. Davis, do you have any questions of Mr. Willis?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
We have been in more than one domestic violence altercation.
Wait. That's not a question. That's not a question. I'm going to let you say something when it's time, but right now, Mr. Willis is on the witness stand.
Mhm.
And so you have an opportunity to ask him a question. Okay. What question do you want to ask him? Any question? I mean, however many questions you need. You have a question for him?
For Mr. Willis directly?
Yes.
No, I don't.
All right. Ms. Sharma, call your next witness.
State would like to call Cinnamon Davis.
Okay.
Ms. Davis, how many children live with you?
One.
And since your child has been born, has Mr. Willis provided any financial support?
No.
Okay, but you are agreeing to $292 in child support.
No.
I thought you told the judge earlier that you were agreeing to $292 in child support.
No, I never made an agreement. I don't want
I'm sorry, you broke up.
I don't want the child support because of the domestic violence that we have experienced. I don't want my child to be emotionally harmed, and nor do I want my child to be physically harmed. One of his children have already been physically harmed, burned from the top of her head to her feet by one of his children's mother. And I don't want that same experience for my child.
All right, hold on a minute. This matter is going to be transferred to the district court.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Hold on. All right, I'm transferring this matter to the 309th District Court. DRO mediation is ordered. Anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.